Hey basketball coaches, obviously right now it's very tough to hold tryouts and practices, and you're probably getting told to run a tryout or run a couple of practices. Well, today's video is basically about different drills that you could run in your tryout or in your practice to help your players get better and for you to be able to evaluate your players. Now, I hope that you enjoy these basketball drills. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to try to keep our shoulders back. We're going to try and keep our shoulders and our knees and our toes in line. This is going to help us, well, it's going to be a really good workout, but it's also going to help us when we're dribbling as well in game, because this is kind of the form that you'd like to have. So what we're going to start with is getting low, one hard dribble, cross, one hard dribble, cross. Is to dribble with the left, cross, cross, dribble with the left, cross, cross, right? And then again, trying to go as fast as you can, keeping your head up if possible. And if you can't, what I want you to do is try to get a parent or a friend or a coach or whoever to stand in front of you and holding up numbers. And I want you to keep on counting out those numbers while you're doing these crossovers. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get nice and low again. We're gonna go one dribble, cross through the legs, one dribble, cross through the legs, one dribble, cross through the legs. And you're gonna try and go as fast as you can. You're gonna go one dribble cross through the legs, one dribble cross. Okay, so now this next one, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and dribble, cross, behind the back, dribble, cross, behind the back, and you're gonna try and go as fast as you can. Now, once you've done, again, a couple sets of 30 to 45 seconds of that, we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna go dribble, cross, behind the back, dribble, cross, behind the back. And you really wanna get that upper body moving. It's the same as when you're trying to go for a killer crossover one way and back. You wanna do the whole body movement because it's gonna help sell that crossover. Okay, so the basics of this drill, you're gonna be sprinting forward up to the first pylon, and then you're gonna do a defensive shuffle back until you get back to that last, or the last pylon you were just at. Then you're gonna sprint ahead 2 pylons, and then you're gonna do a defensive slide back to the last pylon. Now, depending on how many pylons that you have, you can set these things up the whole court and go down the whole entire court. It's totally up to you. However, when you get to that last pylon, you sprint up and then you do a defensive slide back. Now you're going to attack the rim. You're either going to go in for a layup or a shot. Now to stack this drill, level 1 is just the regular sprint and then defensive dribble back. Now, to change that up, we're gonna sprint ahead and then cross over to our left hand and do a defensive dribble back with our left hand. We're gonna cross through our legs and then attack the next pylon. So it's gonna look like this. So this is kind of the first quick level. And then you can make it even more advanced. So from there, this is kind of level 3, is going to be dribble up, behind the back dribble, defensive dribble back, through the legs, and attack. So it's going to look like this. And then we can change this up again. Now in this one, we're not gonna do the change of direction. We're not gonna be dribbling back in a defensive dribble. We're gonna cross a few times and then explode again. Now, what we're gonna be working on in this next drill is a little bit of ball handling and footwork. So, in this drill, we're gonna be doing a behind the back dribble. And remember, as a center, it doesn't matter if you're going into the NBA and you're 7 feet tall, or if you're in grade 8 being 6 feet tall, you're going to need to know how to handle the ball. It is extremely important. So, we're gonna spin the ball to ourselves. We're gonna do a behind the back dribble. We're gonna turn and go in for that right-handed layup. So catch that ball behind the back and then go in for that layup. So it's going to look like this. Now, after you've done 10 to 15 of those shots, we're going to do the exact same. However, it's going to be with the left hand. So spin the ball to yourself, behind the back, dribble, 1, 2, and up. Now, preferably, you want to have your left leg going up with your left hand, but it all comes down to how much space you have. And you should also already know how to be able to do a left-handed layup with your right leg anyways, and also a right-handed layup with the left leg coming up. Those are some things that you're just going to have to learn later on in life anyway, so you might as well learn it now while you're on quarantine from the coronavirus. So dribble behind the back, dribble, 1, 2, and up. We're going to dribble over each one, and then we're going to be dribbling back over each one. And you really want to try and get that as low as you can. Now, if you've just got 3 and you're not going into this next drill, you want to be able to do the same thing with your left hand as well. But now we're going to move into the next drill. And the next drill, you can do this on both sides. Obviously, I'm not today, but on this side, you want to use your right hand, even though you're on the left side. And then when you're doing it on the other side, you would be doing it with your left hand, even though it's on the right side. So what we're going to do today is, in this next drill, same idea. You're going to dribble over each one, dribble back over each one, cross behind the back. You're going to go to this pylon. You're going to cross through your legs. You're going to go 1 or 2 dribbles, and you're going to take a shot. Now, if you're younger, you may be going to the free throw line. But if you're older like myself, you can go to the 3-point line, or you can move this all back and do an NBA 3-point line. Now this next drill, we're going to use 4 pylons, and this is our final drill for the day. What we're going to do is a scissor drill up top. We're going to go over these pylons, doing the same dribble over. We're going to get here, we're going to do the scissor drill again. However, we're going to be going behind the back. So it's going to look like this. So we're going to dribble up, we're going to go once, twice through the legs. Remembering left hand on the right side. We're going to go over and back. We're going to come up here, we're going to go cross, cross, and then we're going to come up for our shot. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. I hope that these drills help your players become better. If they do, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.